Are you potentially interested in what the north end of Okanagan Lake has to offer in the lakefront attached or detached townhouse department? We're going to have a look at those, and we're starting now. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler, and it's almost lakefront season. And with lakefront season comes question about what's available to purchase on the lake. And we're going to look at some of those options now in part one of our three-part Lakefront Strata series. But before we do, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video, as we're posting new videos every single week. On this channel, we give you the straight goods on Vernon and the Okanagan, our ultimate four seasons paradise. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you're just curious about the place that we call home, be sure to call, text, and email, and just add salt. At the end of this video, I'll tell you how to download our free relocation package as well, so stick around. We're going to look at all the available townhome and bare land strata projects right smack on Okanagan Lake in Vernon. And when I say townhomes, I mean you're attached to another unit on the side, not on the top, or with bare land strata, you're not attached at all. However, you share ownership of some of the land, and there are some shared maintenance and amenities. I won't get into all the legal stuff now. Let's just say that these are properties you share land and maybe a wall with someone else, and they're on Okanagan Lake. Our second video, part two of this series, will be North Okanagan Lakefront apartment condos. And then the third will be Okanagan Lakefront Resort properties. For this video, we're going to start in Okanagan Landing and end up across the lake in Adventure Bay. The first building I actually don't know the name of, and it seems like neither does anyone else. From some of the MLS listings, it's called Lakeside. However, the Lakeside residences are right next door, which seems unusual that two complexes would be called the same name. So I'm going to call it 7779 Okanagan Landing Road instead. This building, which is kind of hidden away, is right beside Paddlewheel Park, and whatever it's called, has 12 units. As of now, all the units have had a second story added, although they started off in the 70s with only one story. And then some people added a second story, then more did, and now all of them have 2 stories. These units are more on the affordable end of lakefront ownership. They're great for year-round living or seasonal use. And it's nice, it has a really big area of green space and 280 feet of common Okanagan Lakeshore, complete with a dock. Now, right next door, and the former site of the Lakeside Motor Inn and Peeler Bar Extraordinaire back in the day. Actually, the Lakeside was where I had my first job, renting windsurfers in the summertime for $3 an hour for Polson Place Sports. It was awesome. Anyhow, now the hotel is gone, and replacing it is a much more classy development called Lakeside Residences at 7769 Okanagan Landing Road. All the units are bare land strata, not attached to the neighbor. They're fully detached homes, plus a dock which comes complete with a boat slip. Each unit has a double garage, which is nice, and you're also stumbling distance away from the pub, which is just one complex down, and then Paddlewheel Park is literally right next door again. Oh, and it's gated too for security. These units were built in and around 2003-2004. There are 15 units in total, some right on the water and then some in behind. So the ones on the water are 2-story, and then the one in behind are 3-story, so that you can see over the front units and still get a nice view. There are no age restrictions. You can't rent for any less than a month at any time, and you can have 1 dog and 1 cat, or 2 dogs or 2 cats. Then again, right next door to that is Silverton on the Lake at 7701 Okanagan Landing Road. Now, this one is literally right next door to the pub and just down from Paddlewheel Park. These are all clustered together. Each unit includes a private boat slip, which is really a first-class marina and boat moorage with power and water on the docks. It's great for the boat lovers. Silverton itself consists of 18 waterfront homes, and that includes 12 direct entry townhome style units with rear yards, and then 6 walk-up units. And all of them have double garages. Homes were built in 1996, no age restrictions, and you can only rent a minimum of 6 months or a maximum of 3 years, and only 2 units can be rented at any given time. In the pet department, you can have 1 dog or 1 cat to a maximum of 60 centimeters at the shoulder. Then just a couple of doors up is our smallest complex, Paddlewheel Villas, with only 5 units. This one's located at 7665 Okanagan Landing Road. So if you're looking for a smaller feel, Paddlewheel Villa is definitely it, with, like I say, only 5 units and over 200 feet of shared Okanagan waterfront. There's also a shared dock with boat slips and a really nice beach area. As you can see, it's set up to take advantage of the water with the trampoline and the boat lifts, etc. It's really nice. And there's a large social area on the beach here too. This complex is also very close to the pub, just on the other side if you're so inclined. And once again, it's only a short walk to Paddlewheel Park. Also in the area is the Yacht Club. Just down the road is Kin Beach, Lakeshore Park. And not too far from here is also Ellison Park, but that's a drive, not a walk. These units were built in 2004, no age restrictions, no rental allowed, period. Your boat slip is included with your unit and you can bring a dog or a cat, but not both. A little further up the road and down a quiet little laneway is Tuscan Terraces, 7373 Brooks Lane. Tuscan Terraces is a bare land strata lakeshore development and is a relatively new property. It started being built in 2012 and it was finally completed in 2018. There are 18 units in total and all of them are either on 2 levels or 3, depending on the unit and the floor plan. And each unit has a share of the recreational courtyard with the in-ground pool. There's extensive green space on the waterfront, including a beach area and your own assigned boat slip as well for each unit. And then most of the boat slips themselves have had lifts installed. Maybe all of them do now. Actually, I'm not sure. There are 5 distinctly different floor plans which were designed for a secured lock and leave lifestyle, with everything outside your building envelope being taken care of by the strata. So there's really nothing for you to do except literally lock up and go. There are no age restrictions here. Feel free to bring the kids and the pets. You can have 1 dog or 1 cat. Rentals are also allowed here. However, there once again is a minimum 30-day rental period that applies. The units all have garages as well, 1 or 2 car depending on the unit, which is a nice addition as well. Last on our list today, we're going to head around the head of the lake, all the way out Tronson Road, right down to the very end to Peregrine Point Estates at 83 Peregrine Way. Peregrine Point is an adult, so 19-plus gated community in Adventure Bay, comprised of 34 upscale townhouses with unbelievably beautiful views down Okanagan Lake. Like, it's unreal. From where they're perched up on the bluff, it just is unreal. This is the only development included in our video today that isn't actually on the lake. It's up from the lake, and you have a bit of a pull to get down to the common beach. Because the development was built in a number of different phases, many of the units are really very different from one another, and there are lots of different floor plans with 1, 2, or 3 levels. And because you're in Canadian Lakeview Estates, you have access to the community's over 500 feet of private beachfront with bathrooms, a dock, private boat launch, which is super, super convenient, picnic tables, benches, and even walking paths. And a gazebo too. RV parking is also available for the complex, which is a good thing, and the only one actually in our list today that has RV parking. These units were built anywhere from 1993 to 1999, and no age restrictions and no rentals are allowed. You are, however, allowed 2 cats or 2 dogs 18-inch at the shoulder, or 1 of each. In our next video of our 3-part series, we will have a look at the apartment condos on Okanagan Lake. In the meantime, please download our free Vernon relocation package. The link is below.